Hey, good morning. This is Bob, Trade Genius, 16th of June. And I want to just show you a couple things. People ask us what different services that we provide, and we have broken our services up in kind of two areas. It's going to soon become three. We have the ETF slash futures on my side, and then we have binary options and cryptos on Phil's side. And then we actually now started to offer binary options for the US 500, and I give those signals out because I trade ES futures and SPY a lot, and we're going to turn that into a third service in July. Just hold that thought for a second, because you're going to get a killer deal. If you hang to the end, I can explain it. And then the other thing that we did too is we built into our system some software that helped me trade, and then we offer it actually for sale, called the Day Trading Money Machine. And then I use that to call out buy and short opportunities for those in the trading room for selling for trading ES futures, and then also for our daily US 500 trades. And I'm going to walk you through those, because the trades we made on Friday would pay for a whole year of our service plus, and we get these setups all the time. And I just want to walk you through. I'm going to explain some things that will help you trading even if you don't ever do anything with us. So on Friday, you can forget the quad witch for a second, because it really doesn't matter to us, the whys and the wherefores. At 6:30 in the morning is when the regular trading hour starts, and you just have to trust me. This number here was almost the in fact, this was the low of the overnight session. And one thing that we know is that 85% of the time the market likes to test the overnight and either the low or the high, and then it likes to fall in between those two. And usually the one that touches first, that's usually indicates a floor for the day, and especially on the low side, and then on the high side, it sometimes will stay up there till the end, and then it'll drop back into what's called the VWAP, which I'll explain that in a second too. But it also does something else that's very interesting that helps us make good trades, is that the market likes to go back to the opening price at some point early, and you can make money knowing those three things. Where the overnight low or the overnight high is, which one got breached first, did it come back in, where's the opening print, and then where's the volume weighted average price. So I'm going to walk you through that. And then we have a third thing. It's proprietary. We have what we call our magic channel that helps us frame extreme moves from a volatility standpoint that usually drives price into a certain direction. So Friday is set up for a perfect storm for us to make a lot of money. And so we knew this going into the day, that hey, right here was the low. Usually when the market opens near the low, that it's going to test the low early, and then it's going to go up the rest of the day. And that's what it did. So it made an initial thrust up to the VWAP, which is the black line here, okay? And once it did that, it then rolled back over and then finally made the overnight low. And when you do this is when you want to start taking your binary option trades. A lot of people get impatient and they lose money. So we put a series of spreads out for people to take a trade that we knew once this green line was busted and it came back in, the market will like to go back to this purple line, okay, and at least back to the VWAP. And so you could put your binary option trades on here. We like to do end of the day. Middle of the day stuff is trickier, and then we just wrote it up. You could have hopped off right here when you would have made your day, but we knew that it was a Friday, and Friday's like the trend. So it was another thing that we did. And then so it just bounced around, and then when you get to 11 o'clock my time, I'm Pacific here, 2 o'clock, and it's hanging around here where market's oversold on money flow. This is another one of our proprietary signals that come with the Day Trading Money Machine. It rocketed, and we just cleaned house. It was an incredible day. Probably a lot of the guys probably doubled their capital for that day that they exposed to the trade for the binary options, number one. And then number two, you're probably asking what are these arrows for? This is this area here is based on money flow, and we did a smoothing of it. So we wrote this. You can't get this in Thinkorswim, but we wrote it and we put it in as one of our indicators. And then this area here is looking at a blended stochastic. And so what I like to do is I look for, number one is where are we to the overnight low and high. And then I look for where we are with the magic channel, the green, meaning that if it falls below this green line, comes back in, it's going to go to purple. And if it falls above the red line you can't see here, there's a red line above here, is that it'll come back into purple. And so what we had going on, and this is a 5-day look back. So once it came back into here, this green arrow here meaning stochastics are incredibly stretched. And this arrow here is saying we're getting a turn on the stochastic. So if you just simply spent the rest of the day buying and selling futures when you get the arrow, and then setting your normal stops and targets, but I always close on a VWAP when I'm here, and you could have took this trade down if you wanted to, but since it's Friday and I knew we were grinding up, so I was looking for every opportunity to go long versus going short. So I just looked for all the long signals. And then here I called out in the room about 10 minutes before. I said, hey, if it crosses over 227.78, you're going to get probably a 6 to 8 point move. And we did. It popped, it blew through the purple line, and it went up to the next channel support line that we have, and also R2, which is that red line here, which means it's getting stretched to the upside. But by then our money was made and we were closing trades for the day. So we have these setups all the time. Wednesday it actually had one in reverse, and so we offer this day trading money machine. You buy it, once you own it you have it, and then we also call out futures trades in the trading room, the ETF side, and we also call out binary option side. So we have a special running. It closed last night at midnight, but I'm heading out on vacation, and so I asked my partner Sean to extend it a couple more days, and we're flipping to a new website. The website's done. We're just doing some final artwork on it, and these prices are going to go away, and they're going to, in some cases, we're separating things out. So if you are interested in this, is that you can get the ETF special, you get the day trading money machine part of it. Just look for the appropriate special. And if you like to trade binary options, you get the crypto for free with it for the subscription. If you like to trade cryptos, you get the binary option for free. And then on the crypto side, Phil will talk about it more. We have a notification service for the top coins, and we're tracking 45 of them. And then also we're able to track these long, and then we actually track Bitcoin short too. So we're not really bothered by what's going on with the cryptos, because we make money regardless of direction, because we built these algorithms and we built this code, and we built these notifications. You can make a lot of money trading with us. And I just wanted to point that out to you, and I'd really love to have you join us. Like I said, till I think it's the 18th at midnight, you can still get some really killer deals. And this is how you make money, and this is how you make money trading with us. And we're in these rooms all the time, and we help people all day long. And just so you know, from the binary option standpoint, is that, you know, my trades are north of 85% winners. Phil's trades on the Forex side on binaries are over 90% winners. So we just apply our algorithms to those trades, stay disciplined, make money. I really appreciate you listening. I'll do a market update report here in a little bit, but I'm blowing out of here tomorrow. I'll be available. I'll be doing videos the whole time I'm on vacation, so that we can stay up with the market. It's going to be interesting next 2 weeks, and Phil will be doing crypto updates as well, and I'll be in and out of the trading rooms for those who are subscribing. But join us and make money nearly every day in the market. Thanks for letting me do the ad. Bye bye.